Dear students, welcome to my channel, The School Success. In this video, you will learn about the solar system and the dwarf planet Pluto. So, the solar system consists of the Sun, all the planets that revolve around the Sun, meteors, comets, and asteroids. Right? The solar system, it constitutes the sun, all planets that revolve around the sun, their satellites or moons, meteors, comets, and asteroids. The sun, all planets that revolve around the sun and their satellites or moons, meteors, comets, and asteroids. So, Sol in Latin, it means the sun. So that is why solar system. When was it formed? Solar system was formed about 4.6 billion years ago. 4.6 billion years ago. Now what happens is we have the sun, we have the planets, we have other celestial bodies, and all of these have their own gravity. All of these have their own gravity, and that gravity is of different strengths. Different strengths. This pull, this pull on each other, this pull on each other is what holds them in place in the solar system. And it keeps them where they are, right? So try to understand this. The sun, the planets, and other celestial bodies all have their own gravity, and that gravity is of different strengths. So this pull, the gravity pull on each other, is what holds them in place in the solar system and keeps them where they are. Each planet takes a certain amount of time to complete one revolution around the sun, and this is called its year. Each planet, it takes a certain amount of time to complete one revolution around the sun. This is called its year. And the farther the planet from the sun, the longer is the year. So we have how many planets? We have a total of 8 planets. What are those 8 planets? We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, right? So let's talk a little bit about Mercury and then we'll come back to all the planets. This is Mercury, and it is the closest planet to the sun. It has a year of 88 Earth days. This is Neptune. It is the farthest planet from the sun and it has a year of 60,266 Earth days, right? So I wanted to tell you about the closest planet to the Sun, which is Mercury, and the farthest planet from the Sun, which is Neptune. The Earth takes 365, 1 by 4 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. And this Sun is at the center of our solar system. It is a medium-sized star, and yet its diameter is over 100 times that of Earth. So this is the only source of heat and light for our entire solar system. And what is this Sun made up of? It is a huge ball of burning gases. Can you see the picture? It is a huge ball of burning gases. Which gases? Mainly hydrogen and helium. And this makes it very hot. The surface temperature of Sun is about 5,500 degrees centigrade. And do you know the water boils at what? It boils at 100 degrees centigrade. The temperature of the sun, surface temperature is about 5,500 degrees centigrade. Then why don't we feel the heat of the sun? Because of its huge distance from the earth. What is the distance? It is 150 million kilometers. 150 million kilometers is the distance between the sun and the earth. And these are the 8 planets. It's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. We talked about Mercury, the nearest planet. We also talked about Neptune, the farthest planet. And we also talked about the Sun. So all these planets, they revolve around the Sun in fixed path, and these fixed paths are called orbits. You can see the orbits where the planets are revolving around the sun, and the planets, they also rotate on their axis. So this is a picture of the planets revolving around the sun, and this is the picture about the planets and its rotation around their axis. So while revolving around the sun, the planets also rotate around their axis, and unlike stars, the planets do not have their own light. They reflect the light they receive from the sun. So these planets, they receive the light from the sun. They do not have their own light. They only reflect the light that they receive from the sun. And all planets are spherical in shape. They vary in size and composition. So all planets are of different sizes and composition, and they are spherical in shape. Largest planet is Jupiter. Largest planet is Jupiter, and smallest planet is Mercury. Largest planet is Jupiter, and smallest planet is Mercury. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Mars is also called the red planet. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, these 4 planets are known as rocky planets or terrestrial planets. These are known as rocky planets or terrestrial planets. And Jupiter and Saturn, they are known as gas giants. Jupiter and Saturn are known as gas giants, and Uranus and Neptune, they are known as ice giants. And which is the hottest planet out of all? Which is the hottest? Would you say it is Mercury because it is closest to the sun? No, it is not Mercury, even though it is closest to the sun. The hottest planet is Venus. Why? Because the atmosphere of Venus traps the sun's heat. What is the reason of Venus being the hottest planet? Because the atmosphere of Venus traps the sun's heat. right? So these four are the rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Even Moon is a rocky one, but it is not a planet definitely. These are the gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. They are called gas giants. And these are the ice giants, Uranus and Neptune. And which is the hottest planet, Mercury or Venus? Mercury says, I'm the hottest, but Venus says, no, you are not. I am the hottest because my atmosphere traps the sun's heat. This is Saturn. It has many rings and they are made up of dust, ice, and rocks. Saturn is a planet that has many rings made up of dust, ice, and rocks. Uranus and Neptune are the planets that are only visible through telescope as they are far from the Earth and therefore very cold climate and they are called ice giants, right? So look here, Uranus and Neptune, they are only visible through telescope as they are far from the Earth, therefore very cold climate. So I told you that Mercury is the closest planet to Sun, and if I talk about the year of Mercury, it is 88 Earth days. And Neptune, it is the farthest planet from Sun, and it has a year of 60,266 Earth days. Earth takes 365 1 by 4 days to complete one revolution around the Sun. Talking about Sun, it is the center of our solar system. It is, Sun is a star, right? Which size? Medium-sized star. Although it is a medium-sized star, yet its diameter of Sun is 100 times that of diameter of Earth. And it is the only source of heat and light for our entire solar system. So what is Sun made up of? What is Sun made up of? It is a of burning gases. Huge ball of burning gases. Which gases? Mainly hydrogen and helium. Hydrogen and helium. And this makes it very hot. So what is the temperature? Surface temperature is 5500 degrees centigrade. And at what temperature the water boils? It is damn hot. When the water is boiling, it is just 100 degrees centigrade. So can you just imagine how hot is the sun? Then why don't we feel the heat of the sun? If the temperature is so high, why don't we feel the heat of the sun? Because of huge distance. How much distance? 150 million kilometers. 150 million kilometers. Distance between Sun and Earth. 150 million kilometers, right? Then we have planets. Now let's study about planets. How many planets? 8 planets. What are the names? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. How to learn it? My very elegant mother just served us noodles. My M for Mercury, very V for Venus, E for Earth, M again for Mars, J for Jupiter, S for Saturn, U for Uranus, and N for Neptune. This is the order of 8 planets. My very elegant mother just served us noodles, right? These these 4, Mercury to Mars, Mercury to Mars. Tell my very elegant mother. Mercury to Mars, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. These are known as rocky planets or terrestrial planets. And these 4, Jupiter to Neptune, these are gaseous and liquid planets. So Jupiter and Saturn, they are known as gas giants, just served Jupiter and Saturn. And Uranus and Neptune, they are known as ice giants, us and noodles. All planets, they revolve around the sun in fixed paths. And these fixed paths are known as what? Orbits, right? And they also rotate, rotate around their own axis. So the planets revolve around the sun and they rotate around their own axis. So stars have a light of their own, but unlike stars, planets do not have their own light. Then how are they visible? They reflect light they receive from sun. All planets are spherical in shape. Spherical in shape. Number 1. Number 2, they vary in what? Size and composition. They vary in size and composition. They have different size and they are composed of different things. Largest planet is Jupiter. Smallest planet is Mercury. Hottest planet is Venus, not Mercury. I just told you. Although Mercury is closest to the sun, but hottest is Venus because the atmosphere of Venus traps the sun's heat. And Saturn, it has many rings. It has many rings made up of ice, dust, and rocks. Saturn has many rings made up of ice, dust, and rocks. And about Uranus and Neptune, they are only visible through telescope.